Today We Are Rich is a book by Tim Sanders, a consultant to several companies listed on the Fortune 500 companies, including Yahoo, who grew up with a grandmother who lost her father and suffered multiple life failures. When he was a teenager, he had breakfast at his grandmother's house, and he saw a man strolling down the street. Grandma stopped him and asks, "Why are you so weak?" He replied, "I lived well in the next town. By betrayal my house and door were all gone. Now I am going to the next town for survival. I did not eat for 2 days, that's why I'm tired." Grandma brought him inside home and fed him. "There is little work in the garden. If you did that I would give you some money. You can keep it and go to the next town." The man agreed to complete all the work neatly and quickly, and Grandma paid him twice than he was agreed to pay. The man who bought the money said to Tim, "Take your grandmother as example for living, you will definitely come up in life." The little boy Tim did not understand what he was saying. He asked Grandma why he was saying that. "We are not comfortable with anything, however we gave what we had and bought the job in the right way." So he came to believe that tomorrow will be better. Hope is like the fuel of a rocket. We have the material and money we need. We can even help others, no matter how small. Similarly, Tim took his grandmother's lesson that success in life is only for those who believe that money for our future needs will be available to us when we need it. By being a self-confident man, you will perform much better. The self-confidence you have will make others trust you. Because of this, you can easily do things which you once thought we could not do. To develop self-confidence, your mind must have good thoughts. The words you speak should be an inspiration. Always be ready to face any kind of challenges. You have to keep your promises to yourself. If you have all these qualities, facilities will come running after you. Once Tim has progressed from what Grandma said, do not think that these are just some suggestions. He explains how many times he failed in his life, and how he recovered from it. There will always be periods of progress in every human life, a period of slipping, a period of going sideways. The amount of time to progress will depend on his skill and quality. The sliding period is the shortest time, but the effects are long-lasting. The author says that the sideways period will have the worst effect. The author realistically describes how his life, which was going happily ever after, suddenly slipped into the abyss one day after the murder of his father, and nothing inspired to him after that. He remembers with sadness that he lost all his possessions, and his status dropped to the point where he joined the local band. The author describes how he regretted thinking of his old life and the progress he would have made if he had continued that life, even though he worked for a cable television company after earning good income, and describes the tragedy of having to quit his job at the company one day. Then after he faced lots of trouble. It is in that state that he thinks of the life he has already lived, and says he is convinced that I can move forward again. Tim, who had totally forgotten his grandmother in the meantime, suddenly phoned her. He lamented, "I am in a very critical situation and progress will never be seen. I have already told you what to do in this situation. You forgot about it. It seems that many of the things you did when you lived well are not done by you now. Think about what they are. Progress will come back if we start doing them again. It's normal to slip in life. But when it comes to gliding, there are 3 things you need to do to keep fighting. The brain and mind must absorb good things. To refine a forgotten sense of gratitude that is thanksgiving is not normal when all is well. You need to constantly do the things that are necessary to prepare yourself for the next stage. Tim clearly explains the need to read 4 types of books at all times, such as those that give divinity and inspiration, those that develop the professional knowledge of the business, those that tell historical events, and those that tell about the future world. Beyond this, keep those around you happy. This is possible by giving money, idea, consolation, and help as per your convenience. This is one of the most essential for your progress. The author says that it is better to think about the mood we already had when we were successful and get down to that action, than to think about what if it is like to fail when we get down to an important thing. If you read this book deeply and continue to follow the ideas contained in it, you will all say, "Today we are rich," in the course of the day.